everyone, so it's a crazy whole fucking day. So story time that why our boat left us, why my luggage went to Tagbilaran, Bohol first, why it took us 14 hours to travel whole day, and why we haven't eaten, and time check 4:30 a.m. and now we just get back from home, baby. So Christian will tell you all the story.
Sure, okay. Angie wants to make an episode out of this. She started filming halfway through it. So look, it's 4 something a.m. here. I'm absolutely wasted. It all started good. We got the 12 noon ferry, got immediately on a shared taxi, got to Cebu at a reasonable time, but we did narrowly miss our 5:40 p.m. ferry. Now, we bought a 6:40 ferry ticket, so we had all the ferries were running late. Very Filipino time. So, okay, 6:40 arrives, the big board says ferry's gonna be late. Okay, let's delayed. Okay, let's wait some more. At 7:20, all of a sudden, I look at the big dashboard. It says, what? Final boarding. I'm like, final boarding? I haven't even seen boarding yet, and I've been paying close attention. So what the Filipinos did, since all their ferries were running late, like 40, 50 minutes, when their ferry arrived, they boarded the people. There was only a few people, like 40 people, they said. They boarded that ferry without any announcement, without no sign on the board, with 5 minutes, and they fucked off with the ferry, leaving us behind. No announcement was made. When I found out, I obviously ran to the info, what's going on? And a typical Filipino response in that case, so sorry sir, there's nothing we can do. This brought out the Karen in me for a second there. I did get infuriated, but very soon I realized that this will lead us to nowhere, and the acceptance came that we are fucked.
Yeah, well, actually, the funny thing there, when Christian explained himself, he was a little bit furious in the situation. They said they announced it 3 times. And Christian asked them, but here in your TV computer or something, or in your monitor, why it says final boarding? It should be says gate closed.
Final boarding, but the
boat
girl
is not there
said
anymore.
that the ferry is already gone.
Yeah.
Went 15 minutes ago. I kept close eye on our gate, which said which gate. So they just screwed up the actual gate and the whole boarding announcement, and they just left us behind. And this welcome to the Philippines. This is the downside of things that I sometimes talk about. You can't have it all, but this is a prime example of how to not run a harbor. So yeah, we got left behind.
They actually say they baby like
Obviously.
they actually said, like, sir, we announced it 3 times, but when we asked why the monitor wasn't changed, so they said, sorry sir, but we got busy, we were assisting other passengers, so we weren't able to change the computer, but we did announce it. But we said, maybe our fault, we didn't hear you guys announcing it, but you guys should also pay attention in changing it.
Imagine an airport, for example, and boarding and the final call and gate closed or gate open, and these things just don't mean nothing. They just don't work. Imagine a world like that. This is what happened in our harbor today. And obviously tickets not refundable, basically just so sorry sir, we can't do anything. I was like, okay, I need an email, where can I write my complaint? At least, cancel my tickets or give me new tickets. What if I have to stay here in Cebu now? Who's gonna cover my hotel tickets? none of that. So sorry, sir. We cannot refund your tickets. Nothing we can do. Okay, well, reality check. Fortunately, so there was still one ferry that went 4 hours later, and that's the slow ferry. So instead of 6:40,
6:40.
yeah, 3 hours and 20 minutes later, we got on the 10 o'clock light ferry, which travels instead of 2 hours, travels 4 hours. And it's the, you know, the bunk bed boat that goes half as fast. So we ended up finally getting here 2 o'clock, but obviously our suitcase was on the first ferry already because we did the luggage check-in. So we didn't have our suitcase. Now when we arrive here, our apartment keys or house keys and my motorbike keys, they are in that suitcase, right? But when we arrive here, then the terminal or the office where to get our suitcase back is closed, right? So how the hell am I gonna get, you know, because my motorbike was next to the harbor, how am I gonna get my motorbike running? How are we gonna get our house keys? And how, because it's a 30-minute drive from the harbor to our home. But luck changed a little bit, so there was a janitor cleaning the office where our suitcase was being put. And Guya was friendly enough to actually open the door, and we gave him 100 pesos, and he was able to give our suitcase back from where we got our bike keys and our apartment keys finally. And of course there was a big situation because we extended our holiday, so the battery was super dead. But miraculously, after 30 seconds of trying, it started, and now it's 4:40 a.m. I'm toast, but we made it home. It's gonna be a good sleep. We had some McDonald's. And
So yeah, I mean, that's our day. That's our 14 hours of day goes by today. You know, started with a very messy one. It's not smooth at all and stuff like that. So yes, guys, you know, aside from Philippines is a paradise, people are friendly and stuff like that. Me as a Filipina, you know, I can also say that, you know, we could do at least a much better when it comes to situations like this. They could at least, you know, talk to us better or give us a better solution than just being sorry. And it's like, it's our fault for not hearing their, you know, and stuff like that. And when we want to complain or something, then they just give us a piece of paper to write it down there, like what we're gonna do in the paper, right? We will never even know if they will pass that complaint to somewhere or they will just throw it away or something. But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, we have my luggage back. We already finally eaten our dinner at 4 a.m. in the morning, and we're tired, we're exhausted. But again, you know, like all the way up, and at least we are here, home safe. So yeah, next time be more active when it comes to your boat and when it comes to announcing or stuff like that. You know, don't just rely to them or anything. When it's time for your ticket, try to ask multiple times so you won't be left out and spend another penny to buy another ticket. So again, now I guess it's time to sleep. That's the day of double trouble in Asia. So good night or good morning, everyone.
good night.
We're finally home after 14 hours of traveling the whole fucking day. Me. Welcome home. It's been 2 weeks. Goodness, oh, I miss the smell of the house. Let's see what's in here. Cockroaches are making babies here while we're gone. Me. We missed you. Where's your babies, huh? Oh my god, this day is just so overrated, Ming. If you only know what we've been through just to get home, you understand? Now let's go get McDonald's, baby. Miss you. Share na. Share your blessings. Oh, the new babies got a rice, baby. The 2 hyenas is bigger now, and we have these 2 new babies. We haven't feed these 2 or haven't seen since we left. So they're here now. Where's the other one? Where's one leg? Where's one eye? Where's the other ones? Huh? Guys, I would say this would be the ugliest form that me and Christian will ever have. Aside from we've been traveling for 14 hours, this is the first meal, real meal we're ever going to have.
Real
You
fake
know,
meal.
because everyone is closed and stuff like that. It's 4 a.m. My first rise of the day since morning, afternoon, we didn't have any food. You know, most of them were closed as well when we arrived in the seaport itself. There's no rice. So I'm so happy on my meals. I'm going to eat now, so I'll have my battery back again. So, enjoy, baby.